I'm sharing with you another Instant Pot meal. I shared one recently, so I figured I'm going to share another one with you guys because this one is also really great. It's quick, it's easy, it's delicious, it is a treat, it's amazing. Let's just get started here. We're going to be making, by the way, my Instant Pot turkey legs, turkey wings, just my Instant Pot turkey in general. You can use legs or wings or even breast or whatever with this. The reason why I like to do it in the Instant Pot is because the Instant Pot gets it really tender, and then we'll finish it off out of the Instant Pot after. So I have a half of an onion here. This is about a small onion. I have about 5 cloves of garlic, a little bit of thyme. I had 1 sprig of rosemary that I just pulled the leaves out, and I have a handful of cilantro. You can use any herb that you want. If you want to use parsley, if you want to use just rosemary, whatever you have, use. It's up to you. This is what I like to use, and I always have these flavors on hand. I have thyme in my garden, I have rosemary in my garden, so I just go out and pick a little sprig. If you don't have rosemary or thyme, just go ahead and use, cilantro or parsley or whatever flavors that you like. So what I have here in this bowl is 1 stick of unsalted butter. This is 8 tablespoons, 1 stick, or a half a cup of unsalted butter. I popped it in a microwave and melted it completely. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and grate in my garlic, which is about 6 cloves or so. Like an amazing Instant Pot meal that you can put together. Absolutely love it. Okay, so that's all the onion. I got this it was a half of a small onion or so I'm just going to use half. I'm also going to grate this in. Now if you've seen my air fryer chicken recipe, I pretty much do almost the same thing. I really do add a lot more to it, but the reason I don't cook this in the air fryer is because turkey can get really, what's the word I'm looking for, tough. And we want it to be nice and tender, and cooking it in the Instant Pot gives you a really lovely, tender piece of meat. Yeah, I'm still grating this. It's been like maybe about a minute or so. I'm still grating this. You don't have to grate all of it, but just, I'm going to get as much as I can in there. Alright, so I'm just about 1/4 of an onion. My hand is tied. Okay. So I just use pretty much about 1/4 of an onion. You can use more or less. All I'm going to do is finely mince our cilantro. And then I'm also going to finely mince our rosemary and thyme and all of that. If you have like green seasoning, you can use that as well. Just herbs have such a lovely flavor. So of course, and I love, oh my gosh, this is smelling so good right now. The combination of the cilantro with the rosemary and the thyme, oh my goodness. Praise God. Alright, so we're just going to go ahead and add this to our butter. Super simple, straightforward, and really, just like a treat, because I love turkey. And I love that it's super tender in the Instant Pot. Alright, I'm going to add some salt and pepper to this. About 2 teaspoons of salt for me. I mean, it's going to depend on you. And about the same amount of black pepper. I really like to go a little bit heavy on the black pepper, especially. Alright, so we want to add about the same amount of black pepper to salt, or even a little bit more, because black pepper has wonderful flavor. It's just beautiful on poultry and meat and chicken. All the good stuff. All the good stuff. Now if you want, you can add some paprika to this. You can add some Cajun seasoning to this. You can add whatever. I'm just leaving it plain and simple as of right now, so that's what I'm going to do. Let's get our turkey. Okay, so in our Instant Pot insert here, I have some I have some turkey legs and some turkey wings. I have 2 turkey wings and I think 2 turkey legs, right? So you see that. Now they do sell this in the grocery store in the meat aisle. I've always seen it. They do sell the wings and the legs separate from the whole turkey, and I love to use this. My favorite part is the juicy parts, and it's really great because you get that amazing turkey without having to go through the whole process of making a whole turkey. So I love that. So I have 2 wings and 2 legs. Now I have 2 wings and I have 2 legs. So I have my leg here, and I'm going to take my knife and I'm going to go right around the bone, just a couple spaces. I'm going to kind of just poke a little hole in there. I'm not going all the way through, but my knife is pretty much ending right here. So, I mean, you don't have to be so precise on it, but I'm just trying to show you that I'm not going all the way through. But I'm making little pockets throughout where I can stick this, this butter mixture that we made through it. And I have my wing, and I'm going to go do the same thing. Just around it. And just be careful you don't poke yourself with the knife, obviously. And just gonna get my other leg here. Okay, so I have my butter and my herbs and garlic and onion here. I'm just gonna give this a mix. Again, like I said, you can add different seasonings to this if you want. Instead of salt, you can use seasoned salt, etc. But I'm just gonna leave it simple and, you know. So I'm gonna take my little seasoning mixture that I made here. I'm gonna make sure and get a little bit of that and tuck it into those little pockets that we just made. So we see we kind of made a little pocket right there. We're gonna take some of that sauce, that marinade, and get it in there all the way down so that while this is cooking, the butter melts into there, the flavor infuses into there. I'm gonna get all the way around this turkey. And when you're done doing all of the pockets, you wanna make sure and rub it really well. And if you can get under the skin a little bit, tuck some of that seasoning under the skin. I'm not tearing my skin, so if I don't get all the way through, that's gonna be okay, because I don't wanna tear my skin up. All right. So you get the point. We're just gonna tuck it into those little pockets that we made and make sure everything is just really coated lovely in this sauce, because it's just gonna help give you amazing flavor, and that's what we want. Beautiful. Okay, if you have time, let this marinate for a couple hours. The longer it marinates, the better flavor you're gonna get. 20 minutes will be fine, but the longer the better, especially if you can do it overnight. And you can definitely do this as a freezer meal as well, but turkey will take longer to thaw than chicken. But the longer it marinates, the better. Now if you want, what you can do is cut the skin here between in the wing and get some of that meat, that sauce in that meat. A little in the wing part, just because I want flavor everywhere. I want flavor all throughout this meat. It's gotta have flavor, okay? 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 Yeah. Yes, it's gotta have flavor. Oh yeah, it does. Mm-hmm.
It needs to taste like delicious turkey.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right. I still have some leftover here. I'm gonna get all of this leftover.
What do you mean, Mom?
I got some leftover marinade here, baby. Is that okay? And we're just gonna really rub it all around our turkey.
Turkey?
Yes. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Scrape all that off. Listen, can't waste any of that goodness here, can we?
You're always clumsy, Mom. Clumsier than I am. That's why you need to be careful so you don't touch the top.
You hear this?
You always get burned all the time. So.
I do get burned. I really do. Figuratively, literally, just all over the place.
It's so get burned, Mom.
Oh,
Oil,
I'm gonna get burned, honey.
soup, fries. You always get burned by everything. And I'm clumsier than you actually, and I actually tore the page perfectly.
Okay. So I have my insert that I placed in my Instant Pot here, my turkey and all that. Because this is a pressure cooker, you do need some liquid. I'm adding in a half a cup of liquid. I'm just drizzling that around. This is water. Water. You can use chicken stock if you want a little bit more flavor. However, you do want to be careful with the sodium amount in the chicken stock. But you just want to make sure that there's a little bit of liquid in there to help it come up to pressure. Alright. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and put my lid on. Make sure that it's on sealing again. I'm going to go ahead and press the, if I can show you here. I'm going to go ahead and press the pressure cook button. Now I'm going to let this go for about 25 minutes. It's about 2.5 pounds of turkey. Now you can definitely do more than that because I could definitely fit more in there. It's just not going to be quite at the bottom. But this is about 2.5 pounds of that, so I'm going to go ahead and just let this go for about 25 minutes. Will be more than enough for this. However, we are going to finish it off in the oven. Now, alright, so this just finished like literally a few seconds ago. And I showed you guys earlier, or in the last, I showed you guys in the last recipe, the tip of taking your towel and placing it over the venting. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take the towel, and you do want to be careful even when you do this, but just put the towel over your venting and then just switch the valve to venting. And it will take a few minutes, maybe 2 to 3 minutes, for it to completely release all the steam. Alright, so I have a large baking tray here, and on top of this I have one of those grill racks where you can place your meat on top of it so it's not sitting in any juices. This is going to help it get a really nice color and kind of like a little bit of crispiness to it. My oven is preheated at 450 degrees. Now there isn't much color to this, but it has rendered out a beautiful gravy that you can make a cornstarch slurry and make that up. Put that on saute and make a nice gravy with that. So my oven is at 450. I'm going to take my pieces out carefully because it is really hot. And you can see that this turkey is already falling apart. It is falling apart. It is super tender, and it's, you know, it's just packed with flavor, and it's just done in like 20-25 minutes, pretty much almost. I've got it on here as best as you can. You can spray non-stick cooking spray on your baking sheet and just use that if you don't have one of these grill racks to make sure that it doesn't stick. And it's going to go in your oven at 450 for about 15 minutes or so, just so it develops a lovely color. And if it does need to finish cooking through, you could do that. And that's pretty much it. You can also use your air fryer lid if you do have one of those for the Instant Pot, and you're pretty much done. Takes a lot less than making a whole turkey, that's for sure. I hope that you guys enjoy this recipe. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.